You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. Podcast. I'm your host, Safwan. Please follow me on Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, and Gap.com. Most importantly, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube because we're riding until the wheel fall off. On that note, guys, let's start the show. All right, in this episode, I'm going to discuss what happened in the G8 summit after the G8 summit where Donald Trump became the first president to step foot on the DMZ zone, the demilitarized zone in North Korea. He just made history right there. No other president have ever done that except for him. All right? No other president have ever done that. All right? And he's been criticized like crazy. Well, this article I want to show you about, I'm going to show you, discuss the lighter side. Have you heard of that? There's an airplane over my head right now. Dumb airplanes. But let's start the article. This article is from Fox News. I'll leave a link in the description below as always. All right, it's going to discuss somebody who said something positive for our president. All right, let me try to get it up for you guys. I thank you for your patience. Please bear with me right now. There you go. Harry Kazianis, I think that's how to pronounce it. Harry Kazianis. Trump's unconventional North Korea strategy is worthy of Nobel Prize. In Washington, D.C. area, Asia Circle last week, the rumor mills has buzzing the news as an appropriate media event of the demilitarized zone that separate two Koreas during President Trump's visit in South Korea. The other part of the rumor that Trump would have a third summit, or at least short meeting with North Korea chairman and Kim Jong-un, was also floated. But no White House or Blue House official would comment on anything. Well, at least not me. But something told me I was not to be disappointed. I held out hope for a reason. Donald Trump's strategy for dealing with North Korea always involving taking old rulebooks on dealing with the Kim regime and lighting it on fire. What violates such diplomatic decorum more than a meeting planned with little notice and almost no time to prepare. Such gathering, however, ooze with potential to get Washington and Pyongyang back on track towards a new type of relationship, free of nuclear threats. It also hint to possible elimination of Kim nuclear weapons altogether. In other words, it was just too good to pass up for both sides, as I saw it. With no risk and a lot of possible rewards, why not give it a shot? Donald Trump's greatest advantage of dealing with Pyongyang is that he simply does not care about so-called proper way of conducting diplomacy, right? Look, if you've been doing the same thing over and over, maybe you just should change your strategy. The same old thing that the presidency been doing over and over haven't been working. Why not just give it a shot? You have nothing to lose, right? That's what Donald Trump's strategy is. Like, we've been doing the same thing over and over. Why not just try to talk with them? All right, but let's continue. His mission, as it always been, is to keep the American people safe, secure, and prosperous. A meeting along with DMZ, even if it was quick and more of a gut check to see where the chairman Kim stood in all important question of denuclearization, clearly attempt to advance such an agenda. Trump took a chance for peace, with the little downside to trying. My humble opinion, the president has done more good to Korea issue in the last year than half of the President Obama in 8 years. Not just half of Obama, any other president. All right? Even the show, ever the showman, the president did not disappoint in a historic gathering where Trump became the first sitting U.S. president to step in North Korea. He met with Chairman Kim jointly with South Korea President Moon Jae in, while also having a separate meeting with Kim. While no major deal was announced, just a sheer act of Trump crossing into the North Korean territory is progress itself, sign that trust is building and both sides can work towards a brighter future. Remember, history is all about mind-blowing optics that changes heart and mind. Most people cannot recite a detail of certain treaty or document that made history, but they always remember the photo that did. Trump delivered that Sunday in North Korea. To be honest, this is the day I never thought I would see in my life. During the dark days of 2017, I thought the chances were high that the nuclear war between America and North Korea could break out in any moment. While no handshake could take the place of full-blown nuclear disarmament, meetings such as these can set a tone where more summit and working levels gathering can take place in both sides to make big gains. We must start somewhere, right? Why not start now? And then the path of the two summit now Sunday gathering all building towards trust towards harder work and agreement that are yet to come. But just all things that involve President Trump, those who cannot stand his clearly unconventional, unorthodox style as commander-in-chief would quick to lash out. Word from a pundit class or so-called foreign policy expert, right? These people don't have no idea what they're doing. If they're so expert, how come Donald Trump was able to do this? Right? These people are not expert. They're just people, they're critic. Everyone's a critic. In both parties who cheered on the Iraq war, right? These people are pro-war people are giving Donald Trump criticism. Like, come on, man. Relax. The disaster of Libya, countless of international debacles that cost our nation trillions of dollars and too many American lives, called Trump a fool for doing this, right? These people call him a fool, but at least we're getting something done, all right? At least we're doing something done. At least we're making progress. And these people, these warmongers, right? That's just flat wrong. While I always believe progressive take their attack on Trump too far, I cannot say I agree with everything President does either. Or for one, I am not a fan of Trump shoot from the cell phone tweet storm going on a rampage on whether issue has upset him at the time. You know what? I just want to clear this out about the Trump tweet. It's a strategy he's doing, right? It's a strategy he's doing. Trump knows what he's tweeting. He knows what he's doing. He just don't say stupid stuff on. Well, he do say some stupid stuff on Twitter a lot, but it's a strategy he's doing. He's trying to manipulate. It's a form of reverse psychology, right? Keep people distracted by a tweet while you do something else. Keep the left hand busy while the right hand do something else. All right, that's what tweet is. It's a strategy. It's a strategy for his presidency because he knows the media is not on his side, so he keep. When he do his tweet, he keep the media distracted while he focuses on something else. That's the point. People don't understand. It's a type of 4D chess when he tweets. All right, but let's continue. I do get frustrated when he get a facts wrong on some of the most basic issue. But the issue that the idea that he's pulling out all the stop to try to get North Korea to give up the nuclear weapon and perhaps something join in brotherhoods of nations, and not only smart statecraft. It's also good common sense. Of course, it's all about common sense. Sorry, I wouldn't let go good outweigh with the merely annoying, in my humble opinion. The president has done more good things in Korea issue the last year than half of the President Obama did in 8 years. North Korea is no longer testing nuclear weapons or long-range missiles. Trump is now apparently pen pals with Kim. It is a rather strange, yet, but it is better than war that would kill millions of people, for sure. And while we have a long way to go before we can declare North Korea no longer a threat to America, I, for one, love the president is doing. Of course, it's unconventional, but it's actually working. And so should the American people. And heck, President Obama received a Nobel Prize for merely doing nothing, exactly. Then I think that it is only one obvious thing to do, and that is to make sure Donald Trump receives a Nobel Prize. Of course. if Jimmy Carter were able to get a Nobel Prize for making peace with Israel and Egypt, why can't Trump do this? Why can't he get a Nobel Prize if he ever established this? It don't make any sense. And bring back to Obama. Obama didn't do anything. He just became the first colored. I don't want to say black. He's not black. The first colored president to be awarded the Nobel Prize for doing absolutely nothing. That's what it is. All right. And it's just stupid. People are giving him hell. I'm not saying that Trump is without flaws, right? I'm not saying Trump is all perfect, almighty, and all be all the correct one. But at least he's doing something. He's doing the unconventional thing that people aren't willing to do, right? It obviously is working, right? People don't understand. You have to think outside the box when it comes to negotiate with your enemy, all right? You can't do the same thing over, all right? You can't just be quiet. That's what they've been doing. That's their strategy. Be quiet. Leave them alone, right? They believe in isolation when it comes to North Korea, but they don't believe in isolation when it comes to the Middle East. Right? In Syria, in Libya, they don't believe in isolation and not to, right? They believe in isolationism when it comes to North Korea, but they don't believe in isolation when it comes to Libya, Syria, and all that stuff. They're willing to attack Syria, Iran, but yet again, they're not willing to attack North Korea. It doesn't make any sense. That strategy is broken, right? At least Donald Trump is doing something. You don't want, in order to make friends with your enemies, you try to be nice to them, right? You try to talk them out, right? And then people want to use Iran point of view. You know what? Iran is a different perspective. Iran been hostile for all years. All right? Iran been threatening and all these stuff. They're not doing any well as themselves. But as I'm going to predict it, Iran can come to the table like North Korea did. All right? That's my prediction. All right? They're stubborn. That's what happened before North Korea was stubborn like Iran. Now look what happened. All right? We're on the first step of denuclearization. Same thing with Iran. Iran, pretty soon, they're going to be in a position where they have to negotiate, right? And that's what I want to show you about you guys. Donald Trump became the first sitting president to step on the DMZ zone in North Korea. The first one. All right, people want to say Clinton. I don't think Clinton is the first one. He probably stepped in North Korea after his presidency. But yeah, this is the one that's been highly publicized right now, right? And for this, if he actually achieved this, why not give him a Nobel Prize? Why not? If Jimmy Carter were able to get if Trump were able to get North Korea and South Korea to sign a peace treaty to stop the war, why shouldn't he get the Nobel Prize? Like the same way when Jimmy Carter got Egypt to sign a peace treaty with Israel, and he got Nobel Prize. It's the same thing. Why not? But let me know what you agree. You think this is a good thing? You think people are criticizing too much? People way blowing this overboard by criticizing Trump that this unconventional way of doing? You think it's a good thing to have peace with North Korea? All right, you think it's a good thing to be denuclearized North Korea? Let me know what you think. Because of what I'm saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel. Because I'm not monetized, I'm unscripted and rehearsed and edited. That means I can say whatever I want without being bothered by any outside interference. And because of that, I'm not taking any donations. Because the point of this channel is to get people to wake up, to people to think for themselves, and not to be group thinkers. When you're a group thinker, it leads you to the edge of communism, right? That's what communism is, group thinkers. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations. But if you want to support my channel, please like, share, subscribe. Because when you like, share, subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I encourage me to make more videos, I set YouTube algorithm. When the YouTube algorithm is saturated, and make my video more expansive to a broader audience, and then I can wake people up and think for themselves, right? They don't have to agree with me, but think for themselves. On that note, guys, if you like what I do, please like, share, subscribe. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name is Safan. I know your time is very precious. I'm not wasting your time. On that note, guys, I'm signing out. Peace.